Pretty sure 3-6 gonna get it, but
no offense.
I don't know if I want to sleep all the way on boom.
Hindsight, should you have slept, took a nap, or been in a coma?
It should have been just a good sleep, like when you take the melatonin pills.
What's going on, y'all? It's Quent Johnny.
It's Johnny P
Keith.
And this is, well, it's not really a first listen. We kind of reacting to the Verzuz battle. But what was it? It was 3-6 Mafia. It was Bone Thugs and Harmony. All right, so I think the first question that was, or statement that I seen, which Memphis team won bigger, 3-6 Mafia or the Grizzlies?
73. Who won by 73? Memphis versus OKC. 3-6 versus Bone Thugs. Like, man.
They probably both started out 10-0. What you think?
All I'm gonna say is Memphis had a big night tonight. Memphis had a big night tonight. Like, ooh.
All right, so I guess
shout out to Tennessee.
And I'll put our bias out. We are a Southern-based podcast, reaction channel, whatever. But I know the energy in our room was a little different.
We got nothing to do with our room. You can just look at the crowd, though. I mean,
that's a fact.
That was like something as far as like when it comes to like 3-6, they more club based. They more.
I mean, but they performance though. Like truthfully, I was surprised.
And it's two different eras of music. That's the thing that I think a lot of people haven't like really put into perspective.
But it overlapped a little bit.
It did, but that's one thing. Like as far as like 3-6 has been way more relevant.
Oh, later on, yeah.
Later versus like Bone Thugs, which I guess you hear 3-6 and you think back in the day, but realistically 3-6 been really doing it.
They ran off and niggas know Juicy J had a run. He had a whole nother run
all the way. So it's like 3-6 kind of.
And niggas forgot they produced International Players Anthem.
Bro, they brought Terrence.
That was one of them ones.
And they brought Maine out, man. Bone made a run at the end, so it might not have been 73, but
I can't name the songs in division. They got more.
To me, my honest first take is gonna be it might be 73. By 73, Memphis Grizzlies just beat. Who did they beat?
OKC.
Yeah. OKC by NBA record 73 points tonight. Just to put it in context, and I think that might have been as far as the Grizzlies. I think that might have been the highest scoring game. I want to say.
I'm gonna say, has there been a more lopsided Verzuz? Like, has there been
a more lopsided Verzuz? That might be a better question.
Like, who else has?
How was that? I know they said the Fat Joe and Ja Rule jump. Was
that was definitely lopsided. Fat Joe had no chance against Ja Rule. I don't even understand how that became a thing, but yeah.
I ain't gonna lie, I didn't watch that one. So
I watched a couple.
I feel like when they was doing that run of old niggas, it was one of them old niggas that kind of had it bad too. For like, maybe it was Teddy Riley.
Technical. That's when Verzuz was the original Verzuz.
I was gonna say that was like quarantine Verzuz. Like,
that was
niggas was like
they got to rerun those.
That was quarantine.
They got to rerun.
Had a quarantine radio and shit.
Yeah, Instagram didn't have the capacity for that shit yet.
Yeah, they wasn't ready.
Were y'all surprised that Country Black made it out? Because I didn't think they was on speaking terms, honestly.
I'm gonna be honest, I don't really know the entire story of why they don't fuck with each other. I know they stopped fucking with each other and he did like Vlad interviews, but I don't know too much more outside of that. Maybe you can kind of like...
I don't know much of nothing. I can't even talk. I don't know much of nothing anyway, but I was just surprised. I knew they wasn't fucking with each other.
Yeah.
Good to see him out there though. I like to see black men, even with the fight that he came out, apologized. Yeah. They dapped up, got past it. That's what you gotta do, man. If you wrong, you wrong. Like shit ain't gotta escalate more than what it is. You ain't gotta take no beef. Sometimes you can just apologize and dead the shit.
So who was wrong in that situation?
Busy, that's why he came out and apologized.
Yeah, they were saying
but that's what I'm saying. Sometimes if you're wrong, you gotta just man up and just apologize and be like, I fucked up,
So do you think they forced him to apologize because they had mad niggas that they had to fly in?
I don't think
in the backseat. I don't think they in backstage.
I don't think they forced the nigga, but I think he recognized.
Do you think?
I think there was a conversation.
Here goes a question. Do you think that Verzuz check and them saying you about to be breach of contract for starting to fight and not performing.
That'll probably
that made him rethink that shit.
That probably would. Yeah. If a nigga bring the contract out and be like, hey, bro, you tripping.
This wasn't a cheap Verzuz either. I'm sure them niggas got paid handsomely.
I mean, yeah.
They got paid more than they probably got paid all over pandemic.
I don't care how mad I'm is. If a nigga,
I ain't gonna lie, never mind.
If a nigga, even if I have to, I feel like I want to beat a nigga up and then they come back and they be like, well, sometimes you just gotta apologize.
What if he incited you to react and then you reacted?
And then I did something wrong?
Yeah. So it kind of still is you because you did the shit.
Then I apologize.
He incited it.
It might be a half-ass apology. It might be, I'm sorry y'all niggas made me act this way, but I apologize.
But alright, I'm halfway being facetious, but I do think that being able to apologize as a man is a valuable trait.
Yeah.
Because of a lot of times we allow our ego to get inside the way of like mad, unnecessary shit. I can even imagine that the Young Dolph shit would be a microcosm of that, where I'm sure what he died for was not worth what he died for.
Right.
It wasn't worth for life, whatever it was.
Right.
I don't know what it was about, but whatever it was, couldn't have been worth for life.
Yeah, whatever faction ended up being the reason why, whatever. And for them to bring it full circle with Crossroads, I do think that was a very powerful moment.
Yeah, facts.
This really was the best verses in Verzuz history.
Yeah, and it's actually valuable context in which we all have a relatable experience to. Yeah. Like I remember watching the shit on BET, See This World, and seeing the Uncle Charles and like feeling some, you know what I mean? And then thinking like, damn, that nigga eyes like
low key Cedar was thick as hell too.
Yeah, she was. She was a thick digital. I wonder if they're gonna have Cedar in the metaverse. That's a different conversation.
That would actually.
But
I watched Cedar's World.
Attend Cedar's World in
live audience.
Yeah, live audience. Yeah. Question:
grab your attention, content.
Do y'all think if Tupac and Biggie were alive, that like, cause from what I seen, 3-6 had the better features, quote unquote. But do you think if Tupac and Biggie were alive to actually come on, and Eazy-E to actually come on stage and rap their verses, do you think it would have been more so even as far as like the nostalgia part of it, or how do you think that would actually?
Well, I think there's a couple pieces to that, right? I think that one, we know Biggie, Tupac, and Eazy-A as the person they were before they died.
Right. So
we would then have to have proper context in who they evolved into.
Okay.
And they might be old watch niggas, or they might be popping ass cool niggas. Yeah. Right? Like, truthfully, Lil Wayne coming on stage in 2010 is different than him coming on stage in 2021.
Okay.
Same way, like. So
let's assume the best case scenario.
Like, they might not have been able to get, if Biggie and Tupac was alive, they might not even been able to get them niggas to even show up to this shit. Like, Biggie and Tupac might have been that big.
Or might have not.
They might not have been, but
that nigga Tupac could be president of Sudan or some shit. Who knows, bro?
Pull the shine, try something.
Yeah. But yeah, I think that even with that, I think that those are probably 3 rounds at least 2 rounds that I probably would have given them. So it's not like it would have really stole the overall score though. Because like those are the 2 records.
Well, no, I wasn't.
That and Crossroads are like 3 that I was gonna give them regardless.
No, but I wasn't necessarily talking about the count between what round.
Oh, just as in like the personal feeling about how you leave away feeling from the.
Because normal people watching, when they see it, it's gonna be like 3-6 brought X, Y, and Z out. They brought Terrence. They brought a movie star.
Nigga, they went crazy
to rap a fictional song.
Crazy. 70.
You know what I'm saying? But that's what I'm talking about, the nostalgia piece of like, they had their own features.
But I mean, there was so many songs that they played that I remember like
vividly.
Like, but I'm saying, but I remember like, but I mean, it was parties that I remember dancing to when I went to in middle school. That it was 3-6 songs playing too. I remember
the last record they played, Slob on My Knob, they play that to this day.
And when they came out, when you was in high school, middle school, yeah. But like I remember it was songs that I've danced to in high school that they played from 3-6.
Yeah.
College, 3-6. Grown ass man, 3-6. It's just
it's different, bro. Middle school, like shit. Some of them shits. It was in elementary school. I remember listening, sipping on my scissor. I remember pouring that shit on pancakes and shit. Like, so it's just like I grew up with that shit before I even really knew.
you know,
that it was a hardcore drill,
or what like they was talking about. You know, I just grew hearing that shit. So yeah,
nah.
It's 3-6. It's
To me, it's hard to have watched that and came away with something other than 3-6. Maybe this is like a crazy take, but at least right now, under the feeling of the building with us three, is that what's crazy is that off-camera conversations, niggas was acting like I was wild, like I was crazy. Hold on, let me finish my statement. Niggas was acting like I was crazy because I said I don't think Bone got 20. Niggas was like, what?
Nah,
not 20.
Them
niggas played 10 records I ain't fucking know.
I didn't have no parts of that conversation. My stance was no. My stance was I was like, I'm pretty sure 3-6 gonna get it, but
no offense,
I don't know if I want to sleep all the way on Bone.
Hindsight, should you have slept, took a nap, or been in a coma?
It should have been just a good sleep, like one of them, like when you take the melatonin pills. Not no coma, but like.
But realistically, 3-6, they play club music, so it's gonna get a more like, I guess the word would be visceral reaction from the crowd, because we all remember being in the club and then a fight break out over some 3-6.
But that got to do with music though. Like.
Versus the melody with Bone Thugs, it's 5-part harmonies, singing, just very relaxed. Like their music is more so relaxed. So you really had opposite ends of the spectrum trying to go at each other. And typically, the more boisterous gets the most attention. Sometimes,
but I do think that elite level shit is always elite level shit. They didn't start off with a lot of elite level shit.
Well, that's what I'm saying. They could have sequenced their songs better.
Within their own personal genre. I mean, and the thing is that I don't even think this is a hot take, but truthfully, one thing that I believe the Crunk era has taught us is that a lot of times music critics don't really be knowing what they're talking about. Because if you remember during that time, the popular thing was to say that crunk music didn't mean crunk music sucked, it's trash, da. But out of like a lot of the subgenres, that was made within hip hop from the 90s, 2000s, 2010s, crunk actually aged so much better than the majority of that shit.
And that's